He's on.
I would think he's probably going to be on wets.
I think there's tread on those.
Yeah.
He's just spinning them up, getting some heat as he goes down to the line. This is a Judd-powered machine, and it's got the green light. So Sean, on the right-hand side of the start line this time, eases away in 2.61 seconds. So he'll be anxious to get this car to the top, get a good time for himself, but to get it back down for Matthew Ryder, of course, because Matthew is a little higher up the championship pecking order, so to speak. So he's out of the S's in 19.59.
Yes, with me now, and a tidy, very conserved line around the sail bench, getting the power down, and you could hear it losing traction a little bit, traction control kicking in, and straight over the little crest as you go up through there.
He's neat and tidy through and over in 40.27. 40.27 for Sha Gold, the first of our runners in this round of 22. Tom Weaver then qualified on 43.72, but the weather conditions changed a little bit since then. He's got the green light, so he can go in his own time and decide his destiny into the bargain. Away off the line, 3.05. No dramas at Wis, keeps it away from the bank, a little bit twitchy as he puts the power on. He's picking up every little apex all the way, a bit of a twitch over Bunny's lead, but he handles it and gets on the brakes through the gate into the S's and out in 21.36.
Yeah, very much on it coming out here, turning it in nicely, very gently round and keeping away from the edges and going for that middle of the road. Flames coming out the exhaust as it changes gears, it heads up towards Martini.
So keeping it away from the edges will be in Dave Pearce's guide to hill climbing. 42.88 for Tom Weaver then. So Sha Gold, the fastest at the moment on 40.27, ahead of Tom Weaver. But Darley's already on the line with this potent saloon car in the form of this Subaru Legacy, and he's using the four-wheel drive system to good effect to launch in 2.67 seconds.
That's quick.
As the rain abates and the sun comes out. So Darley is on a mission here to see how far up the order he can get with a saloon car. He's wide into the gate and picks up the first left-hander in the S's in 21.7 seconds.
Oh, he's fairly quick here. Very, very tidy. Turns it in, that boxer engine starting to blow, and away he goes. So smooth, a little bit trouble getting some of the traction down, a little bit of torque steer, I would say, going on there, but and he's at Martini.
And through in 44.10, 44.10 for Stephen Darley. The OMS 28. 1585cc power unit, and the green lights are on. So Alex, very cool customer, this young 18-year-old, and away in 3.12 seconds. But he's thought about making sure he gets around Wis Corner. No understeering into the bank, cold front tyres, well above that sort of thing, and into the S's. Neat and safe in 21.65. He's again being cautious and not.
He locked it up a little bit on the way into saw bench. I think it come off the cam a bit, but he's got the power down, and he's right up Castle Straight now.
Just slid it a little bit on the exit of Saw Bench, now into the braking area and through in 43.34 out of Martini over the line. 43.34 for car number 70, Alex Coles.
For Alex to get where he is today and Stephen Darley to get where he is today, to get them into the top 12 is a phenomenal achievement.
Now Stuart Bickley away very quickly, under 3 seconds on the launch in 2.95. Bickley's been rapid throughout the day, number 58. Stuart from Atherstone.
Yeah, his first visit here.
1070C machine, so he's on a steep learning curve, 20.54.
Yeah, very, very tidy around sore bench. A little bit over to the left as he came out of it, just gently rubbing the ferns, but power down and gone.
And he's neat and tidy to give himself a 42.10, 42.10. Will Hall then going very much to the right-hand side, and I fancy the track down here is just drying a little bit. The breeze is helping, but the damage is done with the dampness. But Will Hall's got the green light. 44.10 of Stephen Darley, the slowest in the runoff at the moment. 40.27 the quickest. A good launch in 2.49 by Will Hall, using the torque of the Judd V8, 4 litres. So he's got plenty of assistance there. He just deviates his course on the way into the gate through the S's under 20 seconds in 19.93 as he's on his way up to you.
Yes, he's whipping down, changes down, brings it round. Just, as I say, just the back end stepping out to left, and the traction control kicking in to stop it over revving as he goes up through, and he's now around Martini.
And the traction control will no doubt be working away there. It's a 40.67, so our fastest climb in the runoff so far. 40.67 for Will Hall. No, not quite fastest, because Sha Gold was 0.27. British hill climb champion with numerous top 12 runoffs and classes to his name, so no lack of credentials and experience here from the man from Ludlow. So yeah, it's a GR59 and it's a Judd power unit in the back, and Moran doesn't waste any time. The lights go green and he's a gone. 2.39, one of our better launches so far. So he's used that out very well. They got the car set up and the traction good off the line. Now can he make up and keep that going all the way up through? A little bit of an adjustment in the bottom of the S's. 19.61 though.
Yeah.
Just kissing the verges and the banks.
Yes, doing the same up here as he's come in. Little bit of opposite lock on his way out. Again, another one who's struggling to get the traction down, and the traction control kicking in to keep it going. And he's into the braking zone and turned left for Martini.
And through in 39.87. 39.87 for Scott Moran. Not only the fastest so far, but the first to break below 40 seconds.
Power to weight ratio quite a lot of the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is
it'll all help today,
yes.
But can the Suzuki Hayabusa twin turbo 1300 cc's, can that do the business along with these 4 litre Judds and the 3.3 litre Cosworths, etc.?
We're about to find out.
Well, he launched it 2.66, so that's not too shabby by anybody's estimation. Out through the gate into the S's, he picks up the first apex neat and tidy, 20.49, so just over the 20-second mark.
Very tidy drive this, and he comes around, gets the power down, keeps a sensible distance away from those ferns on the left, and into Martini. Let's see what he's done.
So he goes to the right to get the line through, and it's a 41.46, 41.46 for Paul Hames, car number 8. So green light for Matthew Ryder. 41.77 was his qualifying time. And away off the line in 2.66 seconds. Already taken a runoff victory this season at Harewood. From Leyland in Lancashire is Matthew. He's a qualified motorsports ARDS instructor and works full-time as a driver's coach. 19.8, so he's under the 20-second mark.
And he's looking around the corner now, and he's around again, trying to get that power down. I think the traction control is very much in the force on these cars here this afternoon.
So this car currently in second place in the hands of Sha Gold. Now it's a 40.11, 40.11 for Matthew Ryder, without any delays away in 2.6 seconds. with the PowerTech powered OMS. So this is a V8 engine with 2 Hayabusa engines together on a single crank in the OMS 28 chassis, and it's a 19.73, so he's there or thereabouts.
He went over towards the bank as he came in, getting the power down there. The former hill record holder is really trying up here.
Trevor anxious. Oh, he goes a little bit deep, close to the bank on his trip around Martini. That cost him. It's a 40.75 for Trevor Willis. Alex Summers with the DJ Firestorm. 2.6 seconds off the line. Powered by a 2.6 litre Cosworth XD, which I think was previously in use in IndyCar racing. Also, of course, a development driver for the Mercury electric car. So a lot of talent here. 19.49.
He's going visibly quicker and very measured line around Sawbench as he gets that power down going up Castle Straight.
So can he convert that to a good time at the top of the hill as he goes round? And it's a 39.81, so 600th of a second faster than Scott Moran. 39.81 for Alex Summers.
Here's
to the top of the list. Now, here's a man who's ice cool in these situations, pulls it out of the bag. Invariably pulls it out of the bag. Scotsman Wallace Meadows travelled all the way down from Alloa, has one victory and a record to his name from this weekend. I'm sure he'd like to go back with 2 top 12 runoffs because it looks like the championships is moving in his direction. Got a nice margin before he came in, before they start discarding scores, but the 3.3 Cosworth powered GR59M with Wallace Meadows at the wheel is a powerful combination, and we can see that with a launch time of 2.55 seconds. So he's done a part of the job there. So the quarry proprietor now represented GB in the FIA Masters Series. Also won the British Hill Climb Championship, of course, and the Cup Series, both in the same year. 19.11.
Oh, he's going. Wallace, very close to the bank up here. A little bit of a squirrel on as he's going up the Castle Straight into the braking area on the brakes and bringing it round. Let's see what time he's done.
39.81 to beat, but it's not going to happen.
Oh. No. Did he go up the slip road?
I think he did. Yes, he hasn't made the bend. So a foul for Wallace Meadows at the end of the day. No score for the reigning champion. Let's look at that top 12 runoff. The fastest then, and scoring maximum points, Alex Summers, previous champion, on 39.81. Second fastest, Scott Moran on 39.87, ahead of Matthew Ryder on 41.11. Sha Gold bringing the same car into 4th place on 40.27, and another Gold Judd-powered Gould with Will Hall in 5th place on 40.67. So look at all these times in the 42nd brackets. It's tight, nip and tuck all the way. And so is Trevor Willis now in 6th place with a climb of 40.75 with the OMS. Paul Hames made it up to 7th on 41.46. Stuart Bickley scores points with a 42.10. As does Tom Weaver on a 42.88. Alex Coles as well, 43.34. He's in 10th place. So he's the last payout on championship points. Steve Darley finished 11th on 44.10. So no points for the Subaru man, unfortunately. And of course Wallace fell, so no points there.
No. I think we should give them a big round of applause and cheer has come down though, because they have been entertaining all weekend.
Yes, indeed.
No, the conditions they're driving in, the speed they're driving at, it's not for the shall we say the weak, is it?
The faint-hearted.
Faint-hearted.
No, indeed.
Yeah.
Changeable conditions all
Here
day.
they come. So
So let
let's have a
everybody.
big round of applause for them as they come down, please.